Hello and welcome to the tutorial over how to set up a Google Plus community. Now I use Google Plus communities as a teacher in a variety of purposes, and I'm going to show you just some of the basics of how to set up a general community for whatever your purpose may be. As you can see here, I'm on the general Google Plus profile page. At the top here I have this drag down menu, and we're going to go to communities. So just so that you know where to find this from, anytime you sign into your Gmail account, you'll have the apps icon up here, and you'll click on Google+. Now this will take you to your general feed, and once again, we're going to that drop-down menu here where it says Home. You can be on your profile picture as I started, and we're going to go down to this drop-down menu where it says Communities, and it's the green icon that kind of looks like three heads together. Alright, as you can see at the top here, I have my communities that I moderate. So I use these in my Spanish 3 class, my Spanish 2 honors class, my Spanish 5, and I also use them for some other purposes such as my after-school Spanish class I teach, international club, as well as my advisory. Now, I also use these to curate resources from previous years, so you have the choice to keep your previous communities or delete them. I keep them just so I can have that information at hand. Here's the process to set up your own community. You're going to click here this blue button where it says Create Community. You have the option to keep these open or you can do them private. I'm going to go ahead and set up a private one since this is going to be for my Spanish students who are going to Spain. So I'm going to type in LHS Spain Trip 2015. Again, you have the option to keep those open or private. For the most part, I keep mine open so parents can see what's going on and just to keep that open communication. This one, since we're dealing with students traveling and lots of personal information, I'm going to go ahead and set it up as a private account. Now, I'm going to go ahead and keep it where people can search for it, though. That way students can find that information that are traveling on the trip this summer. All right, we're going to click Create Community. From here, you have several options. So at the top, you have your title of your community. You can also have a tagline. So I'm going to put Vamos a España. Capital maybe. Here we go. Vamos a España. And you can also choose a photo. I do want to go through this quickly with you to just talk about some things. Now, I am going to go ahead and select one for my computer. I will say that if you just do a general Google search and you try to do a picture, just be careful because it does have some size stipulations. I have found just trying to go from here, the best way to do it is click on the image you want and save it from whatever you see here. So what I did here is I saved this image to my desktop, and I found that that kind of helps fit the size restraints. Sometimes it'll be too small if you don't do it that way. So again, from a Google search, click on the item you want and save from the page here. Alright, so back to the community. I'm going to go ahead and I had saved that picture that I want already. Keep calm, y vamos a España. We're going to go ahead and open that up. It will allow you to adjust the size. So like I said, you can kind of personalize these and make it your own to fit whatever your intended purpose and audience may be. All right, I'm going to set that as my community photo. And the next thing I would like to show you today is how to edit. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done since I got my tagline that all set up. And I want to show you how if you want to edit. Now I'm not ready to share this and invite people just yet, so I'm going to hit cancel. Now I could directly send this to my 9 students who are traveling on that trip. So what I'm going to do now is I just hit cancel. We'll share that with them once we've got it all set up and ready to go. There's a little wheel here. We're going to click on that. Again, this gives you some options in a drop-down menu, invite people, share community. We're going to go to edit community. Down here we have some options to add different things to our needs. So I'm going to leave discussion just in case we have some discussions. We have some pre-trip meetings that we might have some topics we discuss. I'm going to go ahead and add some other things that my students might need. So maybe we'll have travel tips on how to pack, travel internationally. let's see, I can add as many of these as I like. Icebreakers as the girls get to know one another. Oops. Alright, some icebreakers, and I can keep adding whatever categories are necessary. Now I can come back to this in the future. I don't have to finalize this when you set it up. You can also adjust them. I can mix them up as however I see fit. Alright, so I'm going to have icebreakers first and some of the other categories. Again, I can come back to that and add anything that's going to be relevant to my group. Also, you can add some links. So here I have our website for the organization we travel with. You can copy and paste any of the pertinent links. I'm going to go ahead and put the URL here, and I'm going to put ISE homepage. I'll show you what this looks like in just a moment. Again, you can add location, who can join, all these other things. So those are just some of the basics I wanted to show you as far as setting this up. You can have a little message here about the community. This is for LHS students who are traveling to Spain. You can tell I teach Spanish and all everything's underlined in red this summer. All right. At the top, when you have everything that you would like to put in pertinent to your community, we're going to go ahead and hit save. And from here, this kind of sets up your bare bones for your community to get you started. So once this saves, it'll take you to everything you need. So from here, you can see I have my title, my picture, I have notifications on. You have the options to choose that and click on it whether you want the notifications or you do not want the notifications. Again, down below, these are those different things that I set up. These are what I'm going to choose when I tag different posts. So I might just start off with a discussion question. Another one I probably should have put over here was meetings, like our different meeting dates. I can post a photo, a link, a video. I can put a meeting date. So I'm going to go ahead and set up an event. I'm going to put first meeting. Again, you can set all this to whatever your needs may be. Our meeting is actually going to be this Thursday right after school, so I'm going to put 2:30 to 3:30. Location, LHS, room 336, and you can add any details as necessary. All right, so again, I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now, obviously there's nobody in this yet, so I can invite people as needed. Go ahead and go back to our community. So from here you can see that I have the ones that I had before. Here's my new community setup. So like I said, you can set up meetings, you can write a general post, you can post a picture, whatever you would like to do. Over here is that link that takes you to whatever links that may be pertinent to your group. And that's basically the bare bones of setting up a Google community. Just to tell you what you can do with these, I'm going to show you some of mine that are a little bit more developed. Let's go to my Spanish 5. So as I said, you can post photos. So we do different bell ringers or kind of class starters each day. So I might post something that I want them to read or interpret. Sometimes we watch a video that's in the target language. As you can see here, I put links for them to check their grades, link to their Google Calendar, an online dictionary for Spanish. Like I said, whatever. You can format this to fit the needs of whatever you are doing with your community. So again, you can see kind of how these are set up, many different posts. One of the things you can do is once you have these tagged, one of the things I've been doing as a goal this year is including more authentic music. So I can click directly on whatever the tag is and it tags it to your post. And these are all the different songs that we've looked at and analyzed this year too, as a vocabulary extension activity. So that's just kind of some of the basics of what you can do with it. You can also post video lessons, all kinds of good stuff. So as far as what to do with it, I'd be happy to talk to you more and help you out with that more in person. But this is just, like I said, a little tutorial to get you started. They've been great for my classes, and I hope they are something that works out for you in your classroom. Thank you so much, y adios.